We have now been, we've now had the stream join us, so we're on radio, we're on the stream. Good to have you with us.
Thanks to Lorraine for letting us know we
Thank
weren't
you, honey.
streaming.
Very good. Kellen Strom to lead it off, designated hitter. Right-handed hitter facing Willie Weiss, and the first pitch is hit hard and foul over by the area where they had the picnic earlier in the day for all the parents and alumni, parents of current players and alumni, Hall of Famers, previous crabs. Once a crab, always a crab. The 0-1 pitch to Strom, and that's fouled behind us. So Willie Weiss ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Jackson Cobb in the crouch behind the plate. Jose Gonzalez at first. Kyle Velasquez at second. Brandon Dieter, the shortstop. Tanner Carlson at third. We'll give you the outfield after this 0-2 pitch.
Kellen Strom comes in batting .392.
Hard shot off the glove of the first baseman. He's got it, and he's not going to be able to make a play.
I'm thinking.
A hard line drive, one hopper that bounced off the first baseman's glove. By the time he was able to gather it in, he was unable to get the speedy Kellen Strom, and I think that'll be an infield single, huh? Well, we're waiting for
I think it's an error.
All right, they're going to call it.
I'm going to go with an error.
Oh, boy. Error on the first baseman.
It was right to him.
Here is Bronson Grubbs.
It was right to him.
It was right to him. Okay. It was. Grubbs takes a fastball high, 1-0. Kellen Strom with good speed at first base. Third baseman Tanner Carlson in a step from the bag. Willie Weiss at the set. The pitch in the dirt, low, 2-0. In the outfield, it's Austin Wells is the left fielder. Tyler Casagrande in center, and Grant Burton patrolling right field. Wells at the set, or Weiss at the set, and the pitch is high, 3-0.
Grubbs comes in at batting .235, .342 on base percentage.
What's Strom hitting?
.392.
The 3-0 pitch right down the heart of the plate. It's 3-1. Bronson Grubbs takes a look down to third base coach Brad Morgan. From the set, the pitch. Fastball outside corner at the belt. It's 3-2. Jose Gonzalez holding Strom on at first base. Let's see if Kellen is off on this 3-2 pitch.
He has 10 steals on the season.
Weiss at the set. He's going. The pitch is taken for a called strike 3. No throw. Strom steals second base. Grubbs takes a called strike 3. The Crabs, however, have a runner in scoring position now with 1 out. And Kiko Figueiredo coming to the bat. Switch hitting Figueiredo, batting left against the right-hander Willie Weiss. Weiss at the set, and now time is called. What's Kiko hitting coming into the ball game, Benjamin?
.351, .468 on base percentage.
Terrific season.
Yeah. And so versatile in the field.
Absolutely. Plays all the positions well. Fastball is a bit hot. Oh, it's a call to high strike. Well, Don Hofacker is the pitcher's umpire tonight.
It's odd that, he makes such great calls when the other team's up and such poor calls when the Crabs are batting. I don't get it.
Same strikes. 0-1 the count. Weiss set. Glance back at second. The pitch. Fouled. Flare, and the third baseman's not going to be able to catch up with a little flare. Foul off to the left. Carlson gave it a run, but couldn't get there. So Weiss ahead now of Kiko, no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 the count. Weiss at the belt. The pitch. And that one's fouled off to the left as well. We'll do it again, 0-2.
The lights are already coming on.
Well, they're going to be going off after the ball game tonight. About 15 minutes after the game, we got fireworks at the ballpark, and they're pretty spectacular. A lot of good reports about the fireworks last year. All right, 0-2 the count now to Figueiredo. Weiss kicks now and bluffs the runner back to second. Shortstop was not close to the bag. And the shortstop be the one covering with a left-handed hitter at the bat. But he's quite a bit off the bag, so Kellen Strom can extend his lead a bit. The 0-2 from Weiss. Low, blocked nicely by a Jackson Cobb to prevent any advance, and the count now 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes to Coco Figueiredo. Weiss's pitch, runner goes, the pitch is taken, the throw to third base, not in time. So Kellen Strom steals second, steals third, and the count 1-2 now to Figueiredo. 2-2, excuse me. As was the case with the Crabs in the top of the frame, the infield is back, so if Kiko can hit a ground ball to the either middle infielder, the Crabs will draw first blood tonight. The 2-2 pitch. Fastball down low, 3-2. On deck, Crabs cleanup hitter, McCarthy Tatum. Working from the windup now. Weiss comes home 3-2. Inside, ball 4. So Figueiredo trots to first with a free pass. Crabs with runners at the corners, 1 out. And here is McCarthy Tatum, who's hitting a ton.
Yeah, batting .368, a .445 on base percentage, and he leads the club with a .544 slugging average.
Tallest Crab, big right-handed hitter. PUF Caps looking for 2. So a walk and an error, and the Crabs have a rally. 1 down here in the bottom of the first, just underway. Fastball taken for a called strike 1. Oh, and 1 the count to McCarthy Tatum. The pitch. That bounces, a good block by Cobb, no advance. It's 1-1. Throw back to second base. Crabs with 2 down, and Connor Blair coming to the bat.
That's Tatum's 27th RBI. That leads the club.
Connor Blair had a whale of a night last night. 4 for 5. And what did he put his average up over 300, didn't he?
He did. He's at 309 coming into the game.
And he grounds that one over to Brad Morgan at third base. He drops it. 1 strike the count to Connor Blair. At the set. Weiss, a look back at second, comes to the plate. Breaking ball stays up, and it's 1-1. Ball and a strike now to Connor Blair. Coco Figueiredo on at second with 2 down, and the Crabs have plated one on McCarthy Tatum's sacrifice fly. The Crabs have scored this run without benefit of a base hit. The 1-1. Hit him. It didn't hit him. No, went behind him. He leaned forward. Connor 2-1 to count now to Connor Blair. Crabs have tallied one. They're looking for more. Time is called. The 2-1. Line drive into left center field. That's going to be a base hit, and that's going to bring home a run. Rounding third and coming in to score is Figueiredo on a solid single by Connor Blair. His bat is alive, and it's 2-0 Crabs. If one were poetically inclined, one might say that Connor Blair is on a tear. 2-0 Crabs. Here's Jackson Critch, right-handed hitting second baseman, who has been solid all year, and he hits the first pitch is a high pop-up on the infield. It's the second baseman waiting for it to come down and fall into the glove of Kyle Velasquez for the final out. However, the Crabs come up with 2 runs on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 1 left. And at the end of 1 complete, it's the Crabs 2 and the PUF Caps nothing. You listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480 Arcata, Eureka. Well, I think I got a little bit chilled last night. You may notice my voice sounds like I'm coming down with a bit of a cold. I will hang in there. Wouldn't want to miss this for the world. This is one of the special ones this season. All these old Crabbies back in the park. Jose Gonzalez, Brandon Dieter, and Tyler Casagrande to face the left-hander Jared Milch here in the top of the second inning with the Crabs up 2-0. You'll recall last night the Crabs tallied 1 in the first inning and then came back with 4 in the second, and it was pretty well over. First pitch is a breaking ball on the outside corner for a called strike 1. Left-hander versus left-hander. The 0-1. Breaking ball stays inside and high. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Outside with a fastball, 2-1. The 2-1. Just misses outside. 3 balls and a strike. Well, there's always a lot of interesting tops and shirts at Crabs ball games, and we had one today, gal with a shirt that said, "More love, more peace, more tacos." I'm for that. Fly ball into center field and deep. Backing up on it is Grubbs. He's going to the warning track. That's going to be off the wall. Bronson's got it on the bounce and pulling into second base with a stand-up double is Jose Gonzalez. So once again, the PUF Caps start an inning off with a booming extra base hit.
Yeah, that ball was smoked too.
Yeah, you'll recall Austin Wells hit a booming triple out in the 394 sign to begin the ball game, and then he was left there by his mates. He was stranded as Milch got a pop-up, a ground out, and a strikeout to get out of it unscathed.
This last one missed being a home run by a couple feet.
Yeah. Here's Brandon Dieter, the shortstop, right-handed hitter. Jared Milch looking into Ramon Enriquez for the side. And the pitch. Strike called. Off-speed pitch on the outside corner for a called strike one. Oh, and 1 to count. Milch comes to the plate and takes a fastball high, 1-1. Dieter looking for his first hit in the series. Milch, a look back at second, and he comes to the plate 1-1. Ground ball to the shortstop. Fielded there on a high hop by Cantu. His throw to first and plenty of time to retire Dieter. Gonzalez moves up 90 feet on the play, now standing at third base with 1 out. And Tyler Casagrande, left-handed hitting center fielder, coming to the bat. Casagrande was inserted for Dieter in last night's ball game. He also was unable to get a base knock. Left-handed hitter. The pitch from Milch. Breaking ball gets away from the catcher. Here comes the runner to the plate. No, he decides not to. Now the ball is thrown wildly by the catcher, but no advance. So had Gonzalez come in on that wild pitch, he would have been able to score. But he started in, then went back, then had second thoughts about coming again, and finally decided to hold at third base. It's just ball one. Milch working from the stretch with a runner at third. Lefty versus lefty in the pitch. High pop-up on the infield. That's what the Crabs like to see. Third baseman Figueiredo's under it, and he gathers it in for the second out. That'll bring up Jackson Cobb. Cobb, doing the catching tonight, did not play in last night's ball game, if I am correct. I think he did not. Left-handed hitting catcher, and he'll try and pick up that runner for third. It'll take a base hit now. Another southpaw versus southpaw situation. Milch's pitch, and it's low and away with a fastball 1-0. One and 0 to Jackson Cobb. Milch comes to the plate, and Cobb takes a fastball for a called strike. Milch at the set, and the pitch. Breaking ball is hit foul off to the left and out of play. So again, Jared Milch, one strike away from getting out of a jam. Leadoff batter with a triple in the first, a double here in the second. They've gone as far as third. Milch is set. The 1-2. Breaking ball got him looking. Boy, that was almost a Xerox copy of the first inning. We got a pop out, a ground out, and a strikeout after an extra base hit to lead the inning off. For the PUF Caps in the second, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. And at the end of an inning and a half, it's 2-0 Crabs. You listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480 Arcadia Rica.
All right, welcome back to the beautiful Arcata Ballpark on a beautiful night. Bottom of the second inning. It'll be the bottom of the order for the Crabs, Enriquez, Cantu, and Statham. Thanks to Humboldt Mortgage, committed to helping borrowers find quality financing for over 50 years. If you're buying a home, business, or land, Humboldt Mortgage will help you get it done. Call Bob J. Lawton and Humboldt Mortgage in Eureka. 445-3027 is the number, or you can check them out at humboldtmortgage.net. Ramon Enriquez leads it off for the Crabs. Comes in batting 266. Willie Weiss out on the mound for the Capitalists. Weiss winds and comes home with a fastball in the dirt. The next pitch is fouled out onto F Street. A ball and a strike to count. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Capitalists. 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors for the Crabs. 1-1 to count. Slider misses low and outside. A more than full house at the Arcata Ballpark. People sitting on each other's laps now in the stands. 2-1 to count. And on the hands, and he rolls it over towards first base, but it's a foul ball. That was a good pitch from Weiss there. High fastball up and right in at the handle of the bat. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. Weiss into the windup and the pitch. Ooh, a fastball called strike 3 right above the belt. No way, Don. Come on. Went away. Second strikeout of the game for Weiss. Here's Shaggy Cantu. Batting an unfortunate 100. But he's played a great shortstop. Swing and a miss. 0-1, and he's had a couple big hits. Just hasn't really got hot with the bat. Oh, and 1's the count. Crabs got a couple of unearned runs in the first inning. Here's the pitch. Fastball rides high, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, blew a fastball right past him. And the count now 1-2 to Cantu. They're selling glow sticks in the ballpark tonight. I guess that's for the fireworks. The 1-2 slider misses low and outside. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. Fastball misses away. 3-2. Here comes the pitch. Fouled out of play. Still the count is 3-2. Just a gorgeous day on the North Coast. Warm weather, sweltering actually this afternoon in parts of the county. Next pitch is fouled out of play. Just been a beautiful summer. We haven't had much overcast. A lot of the certain years we'll just have overcast from July in through the middle of August. But that has not been the case this summer. 3-2 pitch. Fouled out of play. Count remains full. Into the windup. Here comes the 3-2, and that's down low. So Cantu walks. A nice at bat by Shoggy Cantu there to foul off a lot of good pitches and finally work the walk. So the Cantu at first. Here's Statham. Statham batting just 197, but he's been his batting average has come up lately. He's also been making some hard contact. Cantu at first. Here comes the pitch, and it's right down the middle for a called strike. Toss to first, and Cantu's back. Oh, and 1 the count. Cantu takes his lead. Here comes the pitch, and it's grounded up the middle and through for a base hit. Shoggy will hold at second. On a hard grounder up the middle. And with runners on first and second and 1 out, here's Callan Strom. Reached on an error in the first inning and then came around to score on Tatum's sacrifice fly. Here comes the pitch to Strom, and he hammers that into left field on a line. It's going to be off the fence. Coming around to score is Cantu. And the Crabs take a 3-0 lead on a ringing double by Callan Strom. Statham stops at second. So another run in for the Crabs. They're leading 3-0 now. Here's Bronson Grubb, struck out in his first at bat. Second and third, the infield is in on the grass for the Capitalists. And there's a check swing and a nice block by the catcher, Jackson Cobb. Capitalists looking at a Bear Stearns kind of situation here. 1-0 the count. That's fouled up against the screen.
Well, it could turn into Lehman Brothers before this game's done.
I thought it was Bear Stearns was the one that I got him confused. Bear Stearns was the one that started it, right?
No, Lehman Brothers.
Oh, okay. Because I remember the guy on MSNBC yelling, "It's just, you don't have to worry about." I thought it was Bear Stearns, Lehman Brothers.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
1-1 the count. There's a fastball down at the knees, taken for a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now to Bronson Grubbs.
Yeah, I won't forget Lehman Brothers. Ooh, ooh, ouch.
And now Weiss steps off. One and two. Here comes the pitch. Tapped foul over towards the Crabs dugout. Statham over at third. Strom at second. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled out of play.
Their starter, Weiss, is going to be heading to the University of Michigan come the fall.
Here's the 1-2. Another nice block by Cobb on a pitch outside and in the dirt, 2-2. He has really had to do some diving and jumping around back there. Two and two the count. Here comes the pitch. Check swing. Did he go around? They appeal out at second. No swing, says the umpire. So the count full now to Bronson Grubbs. Coco Figueredo on deck. Only one out. Crabs have already played a run to make it 3-0. And the next pitch. Line down the right field line. If it's fair, it's trouble. It's a fair ball. 2 runs are going to score. On his way to second is Grubbs, and he's in there with a double, and it's 5-0 Crabs. Now this game is looking a lot like last night's game, Hoke.
It sure does. In fact, at this point, it's exactly what it was at the end of 2 last night.
Right, it's 5-0 at the end of 2. The Crabs never looked back, and the Capitalists never got back in it. Here's Figueredo, walked in his first appearance, ended up scoring a run. Grubbs out at second, still only 1 out. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle for a called strike. Oh and 1. Pitches down low. 1-1. Straub and Grubbs both doubled. A ball and a strike to Coco Figueredo. Now Weiss steps off. One and one the count. Here comes the pitch. In the dirt. 2-1. Grubbs takes his lead out at second. Weiss not paying much attention to him. Gets the sign and sets. A glance out at second, and here comes the pitch. It misses high.
Warm-up jackets coming off in the bullpen now as a right-hander looks like he's about to begin to throw for the PUF Caps.
Three and one the count. Fouled out of play. And the count goes full. Weiss sets and deals. Fastball high and outside, ball 4. So Figueredo goes down to first. Here's McCarthy Tatum. Sacrifice fly in his first appearance. So Grubbs at second, Figueredo at first. Crabs big. Usual cleanup hitter, McCarthy Tatum up. Here comes the pitch, and Tatum takes a big cut and fouls it out of play. He could put the game out of reach right here.
Yeah, one big swing, and
it's already 5-0.
have the fireworks before dark, and we'll be out here by 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I may
be out of here by 8 o'clock anyhow.
Here's the pitch. Slider on the outside corner. 0-2. It's cold up in this booth. We don't get any insurance, any health care up here. And now you've got a cold. Here's the pitch. High tapper, down to short. Tough play. Throws on the run. Just in time. Nice play by Dieter to get Tatum by half a step. But the Crabs get 3 runs.
No, it's only 2 outs.
Only 2 outs. Okay.
That was a big play, though. That was a tough play. Had he not made that, the Crabs would have the bases loaded and 1 out. Instead, runners in second and third and 2.
Here's Connor Blair.
So they can play the infield back. All kinds of benefits by that.
That's right.
Fine play by the shortstop.
That was a really good play. That was a fine play. So here's Blair, singled in his first at bat. And the pitch. Ooh, he's way out in front of a slider. 0-1. That was a good pitch. Into the windup. Here's the 0-1. Down low, 1-1. The 1-1. It's hit high in the air, foul, wide of first for spaceman, going over near the fence, but it's going to fall onto the roof of the judo hut. I actually saw people practicing judo in there the other day for the first time in the 25 years I've lived in Humboldt. I actually walked by and someone that was practicing judo in there.
Yeah, it's a rarity. I think for a while it wasn't being used.
It was just a storage.
Yeah, for a while.
For a while. Ball and 2 strikes to count. And the pitch. He reaches out and hits a high hopper out to short. Throw to first, got him. That does end the inning. But the Crabs get 3 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and 2 left. And at the end of 2, the Crabs are up 5-0. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
So I'm interviewing people at the food bank on Tuesday. All right. Welcome to the ballpark. So far, we could have Xeroxed last night's game because at the end of 2 innings, scores are identical to last night. The Crabs up 5-0. Last night, they got 1 in the first and 4 in the second. Tonight, 2 in the first and 3 in the second. And Jared Milch has been staked to a 5-run lead. He'll start with Grant Burton, the number 9 hitter in the order. And then we go to the top of the order and Austin Wells and Tanner Carlson. Burton getting his first action of the series, right-handed hitter. Milch rocks into the wind, and the pitch is taken inside, a 1 ball and no strikes. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the PUF Caps. 5 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Crabs. Ground ball just fair down the third base line. Diving try by Figueiredo. He couldn't come up with it. Throw from the left fielder into second base and sliding in safely is Grant Burton, but a fine throw by Otis Statham. Boy, that was close at second.
He's made a couple plays like that. Remember a week ago was he nailed a runner trying to stretch a ball that looked obviously to be a double.
That's right. I remember that play well.
Now the Capitalists, this is the third inning in a row that they've had the leadoff hitter come up with an extra base hit.
They had no, that's right. Yeah, a triple and 2 doubles. How about that? Here is Austin Wells. He started the game with a booming triple to the deepest part of the ballpark, and they left him there. Lefty versus lefty. Milch looks into Enriquez for the sign. The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball, just foul outside of first base, I think. I'm waiting for a call. It was foul. Foul ball is the call. The coaches are arguing the call. That was very close. It was very close. Now, Don Hofacker, the home plate umpire, is talking with Ron Killingsworth, the first base umpire, and we'll see what this is, if they're going to change the call here. And now they are not changing the call, and now the manager of the PUF Caps is out, and he is upset, to say the least, arguing with Don Hofacker. All right, he's satisfied. So it's a loud strike. Grant Burton retreats to second base, and the count now, no balls and 2 strikes on Austin Wells. Had that been a fair ball, the PUF Caps would have tallied their first run of the series. The 0-2 pitch. Line drive, that's in there to right field for a base hit. Rounding third and coming to the plate is Grant Burton on an RBI single by Austin Wells, and the PUF Caps have broken through. It's a 5-1 ball game. A solid single by Wells. 2 well-hit balls here to start the third inning for the PUF Caps.
Now Wells has a triple and a single.
Here's Tanner Carlson. Carlson popped to the third baseman Figueredo. One of 3 batters that were unable to advance Austin Wells after his triple. The pitch to the plate is taken for a called strike at the knees, 0-1.
The temperature has fallen.
It's dropped
suddenly.
A bit. Yeah. 0-1 the count. The pitch. Fly ball into shallow center field. Second baseman goes out and makes the catch. Jackson Critch on the outfield grass, 1 down. So Carlson, a little pop, a little flare, gathered in by Critch, 1 away, and that'll bring up Ryan Holgate. Holgate serving as the designated hitter this evening. Grounded out third to first in the first. Had a couple of base knocks in last night's ball game. The runner goes. The pitch is outside and low. The throw to second base is not going to be in time. Throw was on a bounce, but it was accurate. That steal was off the pitcher. Austin Wells got a fine jump, and now he's in scoring position. And the count of ball to Holgate. Milch reads Enriquez, comes to the rest, and the 1-0. Misses away, 2 balls and no strikes. Runner at second, 1 out here in the top of the third. PUF Caps have scored 1, they trail 5-1. The 2-0. Misses low and away. So a 3-ball count now to Tanner Carlson, or excuse me, to Ryan Holgate. The 3-0, right in there 3-1. Three and one to Holgate. The pitch. Way outside, ball 4. That's the first free pass given up by Jared Milch. And the Puff Caps now with runners at first and second, one out, and their cleanup hitter, Kyle Velasquez, coming to the plate. Velasquez looked at a called third strike, stranding Austin Wells at third base in the first inning. Last night, Velasquez had a couple of base hits. Check that, 1 base hit. 1 for 4 last night. Right-handed hitter. The pitch. Down low, 1-0. One and 0 to Velasquez. The pitch. Fouled off to the right and out of play. Wells leads from second. Holgate from first. Milch at the set. The 1-1 to Velasquez. Ground ball through the infield. It's going to be, that's all. Each runner's only going to move up 90 feet. It was not hit that hard, and Otis Statham came in and fielded it, and the third base coach has seen his arm already, so held it up. However, that base hit loads them up. With 1 out, bases jammed, and here is Jose Gonzalez, the left-handed hitting first baseman who hit a booming double in his first at bat. So the Puff Caps say you might have gotten 5 in 2 innings like you did last night, but it's a different day. And they're fighting their way back in it. A base hit here, and we really got a ball game. The pitch. Breaking pitch is a good one. A called strike 1 on the outside corner, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. High pop-up foul down the third base line. Figueredo gives it a run.
No,
he's not going to be able to get it. Out of play. But Milch ahead now, no balls and 2 strikes on Jose Gonzalez. Milch, a long look into Enriquez. Now he's set. The 0-2, way outside. Bases loaded, 1 out here in the top of the third. Puff Caps fighting back, trailing 5-1 now. The 1-2 pitch. High pop-up in foul ground. Right fielder Blair gives it a run, but he's not going to be able to catch up with it. In fact, it bounces just on the concourse way down the right field line. So we'll do it again. 1-2 to Gonzalez. Milch is set. The pitch. Line drive over the second baseman's head into right field. 1 run's coming in, and that's going to be all. Again, it was not hit that hard, but well placed. So Gonzalez, a little soft liner into right. That will plate Austin Wells. Holgate and Velasquez each move up 90 feet, so we've still got the bases loaded with 1 out. It's now a 5-2 ball game, and Brandon Dieter, the right-handed hitting shortstop, coming to the bat. Dieter looking for his first hit of this series.
No me gusta.
You don't like it, huh?
No me gusta.
All right.
Nope.
All right, here's Dieter. 6 hits already for the Puff Caps. The pitch is inside with a fastball, 1-0. No action yet in the Crabs' pen. Two runs have already scored. Breaking pitch and a good one on the outside corner, and the count even at 1. At the rest. The 1-1 to Dieter. Swing and a miss. Just got a piece of it, I guess. A little foul ball at the plate. So the count goes to 1-2. One and two to Dieter. Big spot in the early part of this ball game. Milch is ready. The 1-2. Inside with a fastball, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and two the count to Dieter. Runners take their leads. The 2-2 pitch. Fly ball into right field. That should score a run. Blair is under it. He's got it. The runner at third tags. Here comes the throw to the plate, and it's a good one. He's safe. Slides in under the tag. Catcher says, I held the ball. That's right, but the runner tagged the home plate before he was tagged.
He was clearly safe. I don't know what he's booing about.
Absolutely safe.
It was a great throw, but he still was clearly safe. It was a great throw, though.
Outstanding throw.
That should be noted.
So it's a 5-3 ball game. Credit Dieter with a sacrifice fly. And here is Casagrande, who popped to the third baseman in his only at bat. Runners at second and third, they represent the potential tying runs. Should Casagrande be able to get a base hit here? Lefty versus lefty. The pitch to him is way outside, 1-0. Milch now working from the stretch with runners at second and third. The 1-0 pitch. Ground ball through the infield. That goes to right field. 1 run's coming in. Here comes the second run. No, he's going to stop at third base. So a solid single by Casagrande. That scores Velasquez. Runners now at first and third, 2 outs, a 5-4 ball game.
Now finally somebody headed down to the Crabs bullpen.
Pitching coach Eric Jacone coming out to have some words with Jared Milch, who has been hit harder probably in this game than we've seen all year.
I think so for sure, yeah, absolutely.
All right, a conference on the mound. The entire Crabs infield in with the pitching coach Eric Jacone having some words with Jared Milch. Don Hofacker slowly walking out to the mound now to break up the confab. Five to 4 the ball game, and Jason Cobb, who took a called third strike, a disputed one in the last inning, becomes the 9th batter to come up for the Puff Caps here in the third. It's a 5-4 ball game. Right-hander now throwing in the Crabs' pen. The pitch. Fastball taken for a called strike 1.
There's that trusty Don Hofacker strike zone.
It's tough for Cobb, too, because he's a catcher, so he wants those pitches when he's behind the plate. Not now. The 0-1. Just misses outside. Ramon Enriquez framed that for the home plate umpire Hofacker, but he did not get the call, so it's even at 1. First and third, 2 outs. 4 runs in for the Puff Caps. They now trail 5-4. Soft toss to first base. Southpaw versus southpaw. Milch at the rest, and the 1-1 pitch. Low and away, 2-1. Grant Burton on deck started things off in this inning with a double. The pitch way outside. Now the runner will go to second on that wild pitch. Count now 3-1, a hitter's count for Jackson Cobb. 2 runners now in scoring position. Milch is set, and the 3-1. Ground ball, shortstop's got it off his glove into center field, and 2 runs are going to score, and the Puff Caps have taken the lead. That'll be an error on Shaggy Cantu, and a costly one.
I don't feel so good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's indeed 6. And here is Grant Burton, who started things off with a double.
This started out as such a beautiful evening, and now it's all coming down.
The clouds have arrived. There's a bunt down the third base line, but it's foul. So Burton trying to cross up the Crabs and lay down a 2-out bunt for a base hit, but it was foul, so it's strike 1. Well, a reversal of fortune here in the top of the 3rd inning. Erasing a 5-run deficit and taking a lead are the Puff Caps. That pitch is a slow breaking ball, and now Milch ahead, 0-2. The last 2 runs are going to be unearned.
I'm pretty sure this is the biggest. I don't know if it happened in Healdsburg, but it's definitely the biggest inning any Crabs opponents had at the ballpark this year.
Fastball almost hits him. It's 1-2. Yeah, I think you're right. I can't remember more than 6 runs in an inning. Crabs have had a few. Crabs have had 8 runs.
Not their opponents.
Nope. 10-run innings. The 1-2. Just outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2 the count now to Burton. The pitch. Inside with a fastball, 3-2. On deck, the leadoff batter, Austin Wells, who has already tripled and singled in the ballgame. Runner will be going now with 2 outs in the 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Burton out on strikes. And that'll do it for the Puff Caps in the 3rd inning. However, they come up with 6 runs on how many hits? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. And at the end of 2.5, it's the Puff Caps 6 and the Crabs 5. You listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka. They weren't gifts except for the last 2. Go. I'm not in favor of capital punishment, but there's limits. You know, how much can I take? Crabs up 5-0. Jared Milch on the mound. It looks like we're waltzing to our 14th consecutive victory. Uh-oh, not so fast. Puff Caps with a half a dozen runs in the top of this frame. Jackson Critch to lead it off in the bottom of the third for the Crabs, who trail 6-5. Benjamin's ball game, no pitcher's duel tonight. Bounces that one on the plate, ball one. It'll be Critch, Enriquez, and Cantu in the Crabs' third. Right-hander versus right-hander. Willie Weiss. Fastball rides high. It's 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. There's a line drive into center field, but almost in his tracks is the center fielder Casagrande to gather it in for the first out. Well, Willie Weiss came off the mound in the bottom of the second, trailing 5-0, and steps onto the mound in the bottom of the third, leading 6-5. He's got to be a happy young man. Here's Ramon Enriquez, who took a called third strike, and he checks his string, and he goes around. Strike one. First base umpire said he went around. Enriquez disagreed with the call on which he was struck out, but it's tough for a catcher because, again, the catcher wants to get those pitches when his pitcher throws them. That one, what does that do? Bounces at the plate? Yeah. 1-1. Check that. No balls and 2 strikes, so I guess it did hit his bat. Hit the bat. 0-2 the count. Fly ball into center field, moving over to his left, and under it is Casagrande, and he has put away the second out of the third inning. So 2 fly balls to center, and that'll bring up Shaggy Cantu, who walked and scored last inning. The pitch from Weiss, down low, 1-0. The 1-0. Rides high with a fastball, 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0. Grounded just foul outside third base. 2-1 now to Cantu. Geez, a lot quieter here than it was an inning ago, huh? The hush has descended. Fastball, 3-1. The pitch. Fastball inside, and so Shaggy Cantu draws a 2-out free pass. That is the third walk given up by Willie Weiss, and with 2 down, here is Otis Statham. Statham hit a solid single and scored himself last inning. Cantu edges off first, held on there by Gonzalez. Statham takes a fastball high. Catcher throws back to first base, and sliding safely back is Cantu. And now the coach for the PUF Caps is coming out. Just wants to talk to his pitcher, waves the third baseman back to his position. 1 ball and no strikes to Otis Statham. All right, 1-0 now. Statham back in the batter's box. Weiss back on the rubber, back foot on the rubber, comes to the rest. The pitch. Fastball inside corner for a called strike 1. Cantu Potential tying run at first base with 2 down in the bottom of the third. The pitch. Fouled off to the right. So Weiss ahead, a ball on 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. Runner goes. Pitch is hit on the ground to the third baseman. A convenient high hop is thrown to first in time to retire Statham and the Crabs in the third inning. No runs or hits. There was 1 left, and at the end of 3 complete, it's the PUF Caps 6 and the Crabs 5. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480 Arcata Eureka. It's amazing what 6 runs will do for a pitcher's confidence. 8-8-5-3. No, 8-8 walk. 5-3. Oh, man. What's his number?
31. Wow, that's the worst outing for Milt I've seen. Oh, no kidding. I mean, obviously, no question. 15. 5.
New pitcher coming in for the Crabs in the top of the 4th inning. It'll be Jack Inger, big right-hander from UW, University of Washington, up Seattle way. Taking his warm-up pitches. So Milch, treated rather roughly in his 3 innings of work, gives up 6 runs on 7 hits. 4 of the runs were earned. So a tough outing for Milch. Jared leaves after 3 innings, and we'll turn it over to Jack Inger. Inger will be facing the top of the order for the PUF Caps in the 4th inning, Austin Wells. Wells has singled and tripled. He has scored and driven in a run. Wells, left-handed hitter, facing the right-hander, Jack Inger. Inger's first pitch, fastball, a strike called. 0-1 to Austin Wells. Inger's next offering is wide with a fastball, 1-1.
Look good to me, Don.
Line drive into left field. That's going to be trouble. Otis Statham going back, reaches up and makes a fine running catch. Statham robs Wells of his second extra base hit of the evening on a fine running catch, 1 down. That'll bring up Tanner Carlson. Carlson unable to get the ball out of the infield against Jared Milch. He popped to the second baseman and popped to the third baseman. The battery mates having a brief conference out on the mound before Enriquez trots back behind home plate. Right-hander versus right-hander, and the first pitch is down low, 1-0. Our bad last night. My bad last night. I had a Carlson Tanner. I had the names reversed. There's a ground weekly hit to the shortstop. Could be tough. Cantu's throw in time to get the speedy Carlson, 2 down. Those slowly hit balls to the middle infield can be, particularly the shortstop, can be very tough when you've got a fast runner at the bat. Here's Ryan Holgate, left-handed hitter. Walked and scored his last time up. Inger throws a fastball by him. He swings and misses, strike 1. Brief break in the action as a new ball is put into play. No balls and a strike to Ryan Holgate. Base is empty, 2 down. Top of the 4th, Crabs trailing 6-5. The 0-1 pitch. Oh, big cut. He comes up empty. It's 0-2. Inger's 0-2 pitch. Fouled off the catcher's mask, I believe. So we'll do it again, 0-2. Oh, and 2 the count to Holgate. Fly ball into left field. Over toward the line, near the fence, and it's going to be just off the wall on a bounce. Pulling into second is Holgate. So Statham gave it a ride. Couldn't catch up with it. Bounced just prior to hitting the fence. And by the time Otis got back in, Holgate was on second base with a 2-out double. Here's Kyle Velasquez. He singled and scored in his last at-bat. Inger, a look back at second base, and he comes to the plate, and Velasquez fouls it off, strike 1. We've seen a lot of hard hit balls tonight. A lot of extra base hits early. All right, runner at second, 2 down. Cleanup hitter Velasquez gets the pitch from Inger and swings and misses. Jack had him going for a pitch well outside the zone. It's 0-2. Oh, and 2 the count to the PUF Caps cleanup hitter, who would like to pick up Ryan Holgate on second base. Inger's 0-2. Down low, it gets away from the catcher. Ramon Enriquez didn't know where it had gone as it bounced down the third base line in foul territory. So on the wild pitch, Holgate moves to third base. Count is 1-2. Let's see how Jack Inger wants to play this now. With the runner at third and 2 down. We'll see if he goes into the windup or if he's going to work from the stretch. Looks like Jack's going to go from the wind. He reads Ramon Enriquez. Rocks into the windup. The 1-2 pitch. Bounces at the plate, and here comes the runner from third base, and he will score on a wild pitch.
Unbelievable.
So 2 wild pitches moves Holgate from second to third and third to home. The count even now at 2, but the damage has been done. It's now a 7-5 contest in favor of the PUF Caps.
This is like one of those nightmares where you want to scream out, but you can't.
Early in the game. Early in the game. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. Backhanded there by Cantu. His throw to first. Just in time. Nice stretch by Tatum to gather it in. However, the Puff Caps come up with a run on a hit, no errors, and nobody left. And at the end of 3.5 now, it's the Puff Caps 7 and the Crabs 5. You listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480 Arcadia Eureka. Bottom of the 4th inning, Crabs trailing 7-5 for all the action. Here's the Professor, Benjamin Schaefer.
Thanks. So, Kellen Strom lead it off for the Crabs, trailing 7-5 now after having blown a 5-run lead earlier in the game. He takes the first pitch down low, 1-0. Strom is 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. Yep, you heard me. Down in the dirt, 2-0.
Benjamin, also known as the Master of Disaster, all upset because the Crabs trail by 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning, having won 13 in a row. You are the definition of a pessimist, sir.
2-0. The next pitch. Ooh, right in there for a called strike. Nice pitch. 2-1 now. Some action out in the Capitalist bullpen. Crabs bullpen is quiet. There's a grounder out to short. Throw to first. Nicely done. 1 away. Bronson Grubbs will come to the bat. He's 1 for 2 with a double. .81 pitches now thrown by.
That's
Willie
a lot of
Weiss.
That's a lot of pitches
Yeah, we're
in
only
the 4th inning.
Yeah. Well,
So
he had a rocky 1st and 2nd there.
understandable why they got somebody throwing in the bullpen.
So 1 out. Here's Grubbs, and the pitch is a slider down and away. The 1-0 is lined in left field for a base hit. So Grubbs aboard with 1 out. Coco Figueredo will come to the bat. He has walked in his 2 appearances. Grubbs over at first. He's going. Here's the pitch. It's a fastball outside. The throw down to second's not in time. Grubbs is in scoring position now, having stolen second base. Meanwhile, 1-0 the count to Figueredo. One another count. Here's the pitch. Fastball is high and outside, 2-0. 7 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Capitalists. 5 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Crabs. Grubbs out at second with 1 out. 2-0 to Figueredo. McCarthy Tatum on deck. Here comes the pitch. And there's a strike at the knees. Two and 1. Down low, 3-1. My concern now, other than the ball game not coming out the way I would like it to, is that it's getting cloudy, and that's not good for fireworks.
That's true.
3-1 the count. Fog coming in. Here's the pitch, way outside, ball 4.
Coco says, "Give me a pitch to hit." That's his third consecutive walk. That puts the tying runs on the bases for McCarthy Tatum. You wouldn't want someone else up here?
No, you wouldn't. 0 for 1. Got a sacrifice fly to his credit as well. Here comes the manager for the Capitalists.
That may be it. He's in the mid-80s. Let's see if he's going to the pen. I think he will go to the pen.
Looks like he's going to the pen to me. It's a fairly brisk stride out to the mound. And a bunch of players out in front of the dugout like they were getting ready to greet Weiss as he comes back, and they're going to go to the pen.
That's an interesting thing that I've noticed that this manager does, and I like it. He goes out, when he goes out to change pitchers, he talks with the pitcher that he's removing. Probably says, "Hey, good job, you've gone 85 pitches, and we're going to make a change now, but thanks for being out here." I mean, most managers bring in the pitcher, but he has a little lesson for his pitcher. Of course, the PUF Caps are all about young players. These are all high school graduates. They're going to be going to Division I school in the fall. So they're very good players, but this is really their first exposure to college-level competition. And each level you go up, whether we're talking high school to college, whether we're talking college to professional baseball, whether we're talking A-ball to AAA to AAA to majors, each step that you're going up, you're in a situation where you've got a little adjustment to make. And so the PUF Caps, representing a bunch of newbies coming into the park. New pitcher on the mound.
Cody Jensen will be the new pitcher.
Jensen, a right-hander.
Number 10, Cody Jensen.
See if we can get any information on Cody Jensen. Jensen, a 6'3", 190-pounder, and he will be heading to Stanford in the fall, so he's going to play at that really cool Sunken Diamond in his college career.
I got to see that diamond several years ago when the Crabs went on the road, and that is maybe the most beautiful ballpark I've ever seen. It's really gorgeous. It is indeed sunken below, just several feet below ground level, and it's like an amphitheater. And in left field, there's a wooded area out in left field, and past right field is the rest of Stanford University. So just very a gorgeous ballpark, and a beautiful, huge press booth. Really nice. So here's Tatum. Grubbs at second, Figueredo at first. Here's the pitch, and it's a fastball down and away, 1-0. Crabs trying to get back in it, trailing 7-5 in the bottom of the fourth. Though 1-0. Grounded out to short. Could be 2. Over to second for 1. Back to first. It's a 6-4-3 double play. And that ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. And at the end of 4, it's 7-5 in favor of the prematurely, in my opinion, celebrating Capitalists.
Want a better, excuse me, want a better bank? Try a better credit union. Introducing Compass Community Credit Union. Formerly California State and Federal Employees Credit Union, we're now open to the community. We offer absolutely free checking with 0 requirements. Plus, we have super low rates on loans to help with all your banking needs. Give us a call at 800-440-8662 or visit compassccu.org. New name, same great credit union since 1951, a member of the NCUA. All right, top of the 5th inning. Here's Benjamin.
Thanks, Hope. Dieter, Casagrande, and Cobb to bat in the top of the 5th inning for the Capitalists. Gonzalez is 2 for 2 with a double and a single. Jack Enger on the mound for the Crabs. And here's the pitch. Fastball misses outside, 1-0. The 1-0 fastball is fouled out of play. One and one the count. Here comes Enger's next pitch. Grounded hard past first base. A nice play by Tatum to slide, grab it, and touch the bag. What a play. That looked for sure like it was headed down the right field line. One away.
Looked like another inning beginning extra
yeah,
base
sure
hit.
Did, yeah. Here's Dieter, 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly. Enger rocks and deals a fastball right down the middle for a called strike at the knees. The 0-1. Couple of hops out to short. He bobbles. He picks it up, and he's not going to have a play. That's the second error of the night on Shaggy Cantu. Here's Tyler Casagrande, 1 for 2. Dieter with a short lead over at first. Enger sets. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at a fastball down low. Fooled him on that pitch. Just a straight fastball that went right at his feet. Oh and 1. There's a fastball on the outside corner taken for a strike. 0 and 2. He didn't like the call, but you know the batters don't have any complaint. It's been a random strike zone all night.
Random, huh? Consistently random.
0 and 2 the count, you know. Here's the pitch. This is away, and it trickles away from the catcher, but no advance. So a ball and 2 strikes now to Casagrande. And now Hofacker calls for time at home plate. One and 2. Dieter takes his lead. Enger deals, swung on and missed, got him. Nice slider down in the dirt. You got him to chase it. 2 away. Here's Cobb. 0 for 2. Dieter's still over at first. 2 outs now. Anger's next pitch is a fastball low and outside. Giants leading the A's 3-2 in the bottom of the 5th. One and 0 the count. And the next pitch misses high and outside, 2-0.
I saw our Giants gave Madison Bumgarner maximum support last night in his 2-1 win. You get 2 runs, that's it.
Was it 2-1 last night?
Wasn't it? I think
I
so.
thought
Oh no, 7-1. That's
gonna
right.
say,
That's right. They did get 5 runs late.
because it was like 4-1, 5-1 when I got home. 2-0 pitch. I thought that was last night. 3-0 now. Yeah, I remember. I was listening to the game and they brought in Santiago Casilla, and he was just all over the place.
But they've got a closer. Boy, do they have a closer this year. Never heard of him before this year. Tiernan?
Oh, is that? Okay, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
3-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Ball 4 in the dirt. So that puts runners on first and second with 2 outs. Here's Burton.
Burton a double in 2 trips.
In fact, Santiago Casilla has been designated for assignment as of today.
Really?
Yeah. But that's not who I meant. Who's the guy with the slider that pitched for the Giants?
Ramos.
Ramos they brought in last. Wasn't it Ramos that pitched last night? Ground ball in the hole on the left side, slowly hit, and nobody's going to have a play. Cantu got to it, but the ball was too slowly hit. And that will load the bases now. With 2 outs, and we'll go back to the top of the order for Austin Wells.
Well, Ramos is pitching for one of the Florida teams.
Okay, so that was, I get Castillo and Ramos confused sometimes.
I'm surprised he's designated for assignment. His earned run average is not that high this year.
He was all over the place last night. What they were saying on the radio was that he's only given up a few hits, but he's walked a ton of batters, and he's had a bunch of wild pitches, and he threw a wild pitch last night that was so wild it went over the batter's head and struck, I heard it strike the backstop.
Oh, my gosh. Well, big spot in the ball game here. Austin Wells coming to the bat. He's already tripled and singled, and he's got the bases loaded.
Yep, chance to really break it open here. The Capitalists already up by 2. And greedy they are. Yes, indeed, Tim. They are greedy. Greed is good, as we learned from Michael Douglas. Here's the pitch. Oh, hammered foul. That would have been the final stake if that would have been a fair ball.
Of course, Anger should be sitting in the dugout.
Yeah, he should be.
That air has opened up the possibilities.
Here's the 0-1. Fastball. Ooh, all right, on the outside corner for called strike 2. Thank you, Don.
Hofacker does have a wide strike zone. And both teams have argued about calls on the outside corner or a little beyond. The twilight zone.
Right. One step beyond. And now time is called. Here's the 0-2. In the dirt, 1 and 2. It is possible there's some kind of anomaly in space-time right there at home plate. It's causing Don to see the ball right over the heart of the plate, whereas the ball is in actuality several feet outside.
Alternate reality again.
1 and 2 to count. Fastball misses high. 2 and 2. The possibility of a gravitational lens effect or something happening there at the ball, there at home plate. 2 and 2 the count.
Okay.
2 outs. Here's the pitch. Fouled out of play.
This is a very big pitch in this ball game. They're up by 2, and they got the bases loaded here.
Yeah.
Big at bat.
Like I said, chance to really blow it open here. with a base hit or an extra base hit. No action in the Crabs bullpen. No action in either bullpen, as a matter of fact. 2-2 the count, 2 outs. And the pitch. High hopper over to first base. Tatum has it. He'll take it to the bag, and that'll end the inning. Crabs get out of it. No runs. There was a hit, there was an error, and there were 3 left. And at the end of 4 1/2, 7-5 in favor of the Capitalists. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
At Slice of Humboldt Pie, everything is made in-house and fresh. From roasting full chickens for our chicken pot pies to peeling every apple that we use in our fruit pies. Hot and ready to eat or take out, ready for takeaway or dining in. Slice of Humboldt Pie is located just off the Arcata Plaza at 828 I Street. Order online or use the Slice of Humboldt Pie app and get 10% off your first order. And they provide, they sell Slice of Humboldt Pie at the ballpark, and they are always sold out. It is just delicious stuff.
It is delicious.
All right, halfway through, the Crabs on the short end of a 7-5 contest. Here's a guy who's never on the short end of anything, the Professor Benjamin Schaefer.
Thank you. Connor Blair to lead it off. It'll be Blair, Christian Enriquez here in the bottom of the 5th with the Crabs trailing 7-5. 7 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Capitalists. 5-5-2 for the Crabs. There's a fastball taken for a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. This is a new pitcher on the mound for the Capitalists. This is number 6. The next pitch is fouled out up against the screen. It's 0-2. I don't see a number 6 on the. Oh,
I have Carlson. I have Carlson. Tanner Carlson. That doesn't make sense.
Oh no, that's not a 6. That's that PUF Caps. It looks like a 6.
Oh, same pitcher. Okay.
Here's the 0-2. Misses high, 1-2. So this is the same guy, Cody Jensen. One and 2 the count. Here's the pitch. He reaches out and hits a slow tapper out to second base. Throw to first. 1 away. Jackson Critch will be the hitter. Critch tonight is 0 for 2. Jensen winds and comes home, and there's a fastball poured right over the heart of the plate for a called strike. The 0-1 is hit slowly down the right field line. Oh, a nice sliding catch by Grant Burton out in right field for out number 2. Ramon Enriquez will come to the bat. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. It's fastball low and outside. It's 1-0.
This is a hard thrower.
Yeah, indeed. It really pops when it hits the glove. You can hear all the way up here. 2-0. The 2-0 fastball rides high, and it's 3-0.
One of the Crab alumni with us this evening, Benjamin. I can remember him popping the glove with a fastball and popping a fastball with a bat, and that's Hall of Famer Adam Carr.
That's right. 3-0 pitch. It is a strike at the knees. 3-1 the count. The 3-1 misses low. So 2-out walk to Enriquez will bring Shaggy Cantu to the bat. He's walked twice tonight. Scored a run. And the pitch to Cantu is a fastball right over the heart of the plate for a called strike. He just pours the pitch over the...
Yeah, he brings it. Crabs have been gifted with 6 bases on balls tonight.
Yeah. The 0-1 misses low, 1-1. And yet they trail 7-5.
Well, they've been out hit 9-5.
Yep. A 1-1 pitch. Popped to short. Going out in a shallow left field is Dieter. And he'll put it away for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, a runner left. And at the end of 5, 7-5 Capitalists. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
Folks, the fireworks show is coming up after the game. So we just have a few reminders. Snacks, after snacks, your bathroom breaks in around the 7th inning. Be in your seats and ready for the show by the top of the night. Remember, safety first, help others. The lights will be off, so no moving around.
Just minutes from both the Pacific Ocean and the rugged mountains, Blue Lake Casino and Hotel offers affordable, spacious rooms with views of the gorgeous Mad River Valley and pristine forests filled with coastal redwoods. Take a dip in our outdoor heated swimming pool or our outdoor hot tub. It's open year-round from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call toll-free at 877-BLC to win or visit us at bluelakecasino.com. That's the Blue Lake Casino and Hotel. And Harper Motors has been serving the North Coast for more than 100 years. Check out all the latest models, new and used. Look for the Carousel 2 miles north of Eureka or visit us online at harpermotors.com. Harper Motors donating $50 to District 26 Little League for every home run the Crabs hit this season. All right, going into the top of the 6th inning. Good ball game. Crabs on the short end of a 7-5 contest. For all the action, everyone's favorite professor, Benjamin Schaefer.
Thanks, Hope. Tanner Carlson leads off for the Capitalists in the top of the 6th. He's 0 for 3 tonight. And the next pitch is a fastball in there at the knees for a called strike. Jack Enger out for his third inning of work. Here's the 0-1. Fouled up against the screen. It's 0-2. Pitch. Fouled out of play. Took something off, and Carlson was just able to get the tip of the bat on it and fouled it into the stands. No balls and 2 strikes is the count. Here comes the pitch. Reaches out and half swings, taps it down to short. Cantu throws wide. That's going to be an infield hit for Carlson.
Almost an excuse me swing. Trying to check his swing,
Yeah, he
I
just
think.
tried to check, and he just made contact and just rolled over the mound. Here's Holgate. He's 1 for 2 with a walk and 2 runs scored. So leadoff hitter aboard here in the top of the 6th. Capitalists up 7-5. Looking for some insurance. Here's the pitch. And he pops that one out of play.
You may recall Holgate hit a 2-out double back in the 4th inning, and then he was wild pitched to third and wild pitched home.
Yeah. Oh, I recall.
Yeah,
I
bet you
recall.
do. Sadly,
It's burned into my mind.
Yeah.
0-1 the count. Here comes the pitch. Fastball away. 1-1. I'm sure I'll replay it over and over again in my nightmares tonight.
I want you to think of good things in your dreams, how the Crabs come back and win this game.
That'd be nice. 1-1 the count. We'll see. They're only down by 2. Here's the pitch. Ooh, foul tipped up against the backstop. Big cut there. A ball and 2 strikes is the count. Here comes the pitch. Broken bat popped high in the air on the infield. McCarthy Tatum under it, and he has it for out number 1. That'll be the end of that bat. Did not sound like a healthy contact for the bat. Here's Velasquez. He's 1 for 3 with a run scored. Carlson over at first with a short lead. Now Inger looks over there and he dashes back. Here's the pitch. Oh, did that hit him?
Nope.
It just missed hitting him.
Brush back.
1-0 count. We actually had some brushback on, I think it was Wednesday night.
Oh, real for reals, huh?
Yeah, well, hard to tell, but the opposing team thought it was for sure. One of our hitters hit a guy in the back of the head. There's a line shot caught by Critch. What a nice play. Throw back to first, and it's a 4-3 double play. No runs, a hit, no errors, nobody left at the end of 5.5. 7-5 in favor of the Crabs. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
All right. You know, the Crabs Corner is going to be on tomorrow night. And every Sunday night, the 6 o'clock KIEM Channel 3 broadcast. And about 15 minutes into the news, it becomes Crabs Corner. A special report on Crabs baseball, insider interviews with Crabs players and coaches, game highlights and trivia, and one lucky winner who has the correct trivia answer will receive a pair of Crabs tickets. That's Crabs Corner every Sunday on Channel 3. The spirit of the North Coast, as they say. All right, bottom of the sixth.
I'm afraid of spirits.
Are you?
I'm worried, yeah, about spirit. I'm definitely afraid.
Well, you should be. All those drinks you had the other night.
He steps up. He's 1 for 2. Takes the first pitch inside. It's 1-0. Here's the next pitch, and there's a fastball that rides high, 2-0. It'll be Statham, Strom, and Grubbs for the Crabs. The next pitch is a bounder out to second base. Easy out, 1 away. Kellen Strom will be the batter. He's 1 for 3 with a double.
Cody Jensen has done an outstanding job since coming on for the
he has.
For the PUF Caps.
Yeah. All he's done is he's only getting up 1 base runner since the 4th inning. That was the walk to Enriquez. And the first pitch to Strom is a fastball high. The 1-0 right down the middle for a called strike, 1-1. And the 1-1 breaking pitch is in there on the inside corner. Nice pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now to Strom. Here's the 1-2. Breaking pitch rolled out to second base. Velasquez throws him out, 2 away. Bronson Grubbs will come to the bat. He's 2 for 3 with a double. And the pitch to Grubbs is a fastball. Ooh, a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Here's the 0-1. It's popped in the air, and it's going to drift into the seats. I believe, no, it will be caught in foul territory by the catcher, and that will end the inning. Crabs go in order in the 6th. They trail 7-5. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
Congratulations to the newlyweds 1 year ago on this fireworks night. Aaron proposed it.
Solutions for Small Businesses provides bookkeeping and accounting support to small business owners, including full-service payroll processing. Their office is located in the Greenway Building at 8th and N in Arcata and is open from 10 to 3 Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. For more information, call 267-7923 or visit www.solutionsSB.com. That's solutions, the number 4, SB.com.
That's very hard to make clear on the radio because
Yeah,
it
is.
Yeah.
It is.
But you don't write out the phrase the number 4. They just literally mean the numeral 4.
Just give him a call at 267-7923.
Just Google it. Just
Yeah.
Google it.
Use that old Alexander Graham Bell stuff. All right, top of the 7th inning.
Thanks, Hope.
You doing?
Gonzalez, Dieter, and Casagrande. Is this me still?
Yeah, you get this half.
No, okay. Here's the pitch from Enger, and it's fastball down low. Gonzalez tonight is 2 for 3. And the next pitch is lined in the center field. Oh, and a diving catch by Bronson Grubbs. Nice play. One away. Here's Brian Dieter, 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly. 7 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for the Capitalists. 5 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for the Crabs. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses low and inside. 1-0.
There's an invasion of our booth. Who are these interlopers here? Who are these guys?
Misses low. 1-1 the count.
How you doing? How you doing? Nice to see you.
1-1 the count. Here comes the pitch. Fastball. In there at the
I said,
knees.
That looks like Matt Nutter. And then I saw he was carrying a beer. I said, that's Matt Nutter.
1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss got him. They're going to have to throw down to first. And they do to complete the play. 2 away. Here's Casagrande. He's 1 for 3. Oh, there he is coming in the park tonight, Krusty the Crab. I'm really relieved to see Krusty because we definitely need some.
We need Krusty.
We need Krusty. The fastball misses high. It's 1-0 now to Casagrande.
We've been saying a lot of teams have mascots where they have people dressed up as a bear or a wolf or something. But what makes Krusty unique is he is an actual crab.
Yeah.
And that's why he's only here for about 20 minutes. They let him out of the water. He comes out, does his thing, and back into the pool. Really great.
Yeah. 2-0 the count. You have to be careful not to scare him or come up from behind him. 2-0 the count. Those claws are razor sharp. The next pitch misses outside. 3-0.
The noise that you probably hear in the background.
The 3-0 is right down the middle for a called strike.
Simply the beer man indicating it's the last call of the night. And he always gets a hearty boo when he walks down with that information.
3-1. Here's the pitch. Fouled out of play.
That was on my list. It didn't matter.
3-2 the count. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss got him. Inning over. Capitalists go in order in the 7th. They lead 7-5. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. We are back in the bottom of the seventh. This is the seventh inning stretch, as you can hear in the background here at the Arcata Ballpark. Figueredo, Tatum, and Blair will be the batters for the Crabs, trailing 7-5. 7 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for the Capitalists. 5 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for the Crabs. Coco Figueredo lead it off. He has walked 3 times tonight, so he does not have an at-bat, but he's been on base 3 times, so that does nice things for your on-base percentage. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses high and outside. 1-0 the count. Figueredo, Tatum, and Blair for the Crabs. The increasingly desperate Crabs. Here's the 1-0. Misses away. 2-0. Trailing 7-5 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Well, somebody's got to do it.
Someone's got to do it.
You're socializing over there.
All right. Well.
2-0 the count. You want to take over?
No, I was just you do the play-by-play, and I'll just do the color. I was saying
on the outside corner, yeah.
My question was, why was Johnny Austin called the doctor?
Yeah.
Well, turn around. Here's Johnny
Here
Austin.
He is. Yeah, you can ask him directly.
It's because I cut him up.
2-1 the count. Fouled out of play. 2-2 now the count to Figueredo.
Yeah, it looked like the Crabs were off easily to their 14th in a row. I mean, 5-0 after 2 innings.
This is like one of those stories you read you see on I don't know, these TV shows where the family starts off on a lovely picnic day, you know, and everything's great and they're laughing, and then suddenly something horrible happens and they're fighting for survival, and that's the whole 90-minute show.
We're not talking about the last election.
3-2 the count. Little did they know. 3-2. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Come on, Don. Really? Figueredo down on strikes.
I want Matt Nutter to know that my wife and I took his mom out to lunch and did not hassle her about politics at all. Not at all.
Here's Tatum. And the first pitch to Tatum's a fastball low and inside, 1-0. Cody Jensen has pitched very well since coming in the 4th inning. He's only given up a walk, and that's it. There's a fastball. Misses low and away, 2-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Fouled out of play. Two balls and a strike to count. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. A big cut there from Tatum. And the count's even at 2-2. Into the windup. The 2-2 is tapped out to second base. Velasquez throws him out for out number 2.
Cody Jensen has been death since coming on.
He sure has, and a lot of the outs have been not just rollers out to second base. 1, 2, 3, 4 outs.
What does that tell you?
That means that they're late on the pitch and they're just pounding it into the ground. Yeah. Well, they're not even.
He's got him reaching.
Yeah, he's got him reaching, and they're just rolling it out towards the right side. Here's Blair, 1 for 3. Grounded out to second in his last at bat. Here's the pitch, and it's in the dirt. 1-0 the count. The 1-0. High in the air is center field. Near the warning track, on the warning track now is the center fielder. He reaches up and puts it out for out number 3. Crabs go in order in the 7th. They trail 7-5. This is increasingly desperate Crabs baseball, 1480 KGOE.
I got a question.
I see.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Just asking Johnny Austin and Matt Nutter what percentage of the pitches that they throw would be called strikes rather than being swung at a pitch out of the zone. And Johnny Austin makes the very excellent point that it depends on the count. If you're talking a 2-strike pitch, you got a much better chance to get that batter to reach for
That's right.
that low
they
and
have to
outside.
protect the plate.
Yeah, that's that slider low and away. But if you're talking an 0-0, you know, he's just coming to the plate, he would be less likely to be induced to go for such a pitch. So that's why we need pitchers up here, right?
That's right.
Okay, here we go. Top of the 8th inning. Crabs trying to keep the Puff Caps at bay, limit them to the 2-run
I'm
lead
surprised
that
we
they have
haven't
right now.
seen any action in either. Well, now the Capitalists have somebody in the bullpen. I mean, Ingers pitched well. He did have that one tough inning, but
Jackson Cobb to lead it off, and he hits the first pitch high and deep to right field. That one's going to be
Adios.
out of the ballpark. It's out of here.
that is on the roof of City Hall.
First pitch swinging, and Jackson Cobb touches them all.
Boy, that was
That was a
majestic.
long fly ball.
majestic.
They talk about hitting a long fly. That was a long fly, as opposed to a line shot. I mean, that went a ways.
Well,
So it's
that
now an 8-5 contest,
that really hurt.
and here's Grant Burton. So the Puff Caps bounding out of the dugout to congratulate Jackson Cobb on that majestic right field shot. Here's Grant Burton. Burton 2 for 3 on the evening. He has also scored a run. Right-handed hitting right fielder. And the pitch to him is taken for a call, strike 1. No breeze at all. That ball was not helped by any wind. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball rides high. 1 ball and 1 strike. I don't know if we have we had the total attendance yet? It's a ton of folks.
It's well over 1,000, yeah.
Fastball a little bit inside, 2-1. Two and one to the number 9 hitter for the Puff Caps. And that pitch is taken for a called strike on the inside corner. It's 2-1.
I don't know what's up, but Krusty's not helping at all tonight.
I don't know. Let's wait and see if you say that at the end of the 8th inning. I think we've got a big 8th coming up. The 2-2. Does he swing? Does he go around?
We don't know.
Let's see. They're going to go.
Nobody's mentioned it.
I guess not. Catcher's going to tag the batter. Yes,
yes, he went
strike
around.
3. That's it.
Yeah.
And now the third base coach is ticked, and both the manager and the coach are coming out to argue with Don Hofacker. And let's see what happens. The batter is still in the box. The count shows 2-2. I thought it was 2-2 on that pitch. Wasn't that the strike 3 pitch? Are we watching the same game here? All right.
I was odd because I don't know if Don was waiting for word from God or what on that, because he stood there. He kind of just stood there, and
the 3 umpires are now conversing, and let's see what happens.
yeah, they're getting their story straight. I guess
maybe I missed the count. Now
can't tell if he's out or not. Now Robin's out to ask what's going on.
Are they calling it a foul? Oh my goodness! I don't think the ball touched the bat. This is a very strange situation.
The strangest thing about it is nobody had any idea what was going on until the catcher went all the way back to
I thought he tried to check his swing. I thought the ball hit the plate virtually and bounced to the backstop, but there was no call at the plate, but it was strike 3. They went down to the first base umpire. He said, yeah, it was a strike.
No, Robin just got tossed. Adios.
And Guyver got tossed. I think that's the first time this year, and he is hot. He is talking to Hofacker. He is talking to the third base umpire. And Guyver has been tossed from the ball game, and he's not done yet.
I think
he is going after the first base umpire. I haven't seen
that's
Robin
the most
Guyver.
angry I think I've ever seen Robin.
He is ticked. So Guyver tossed from the ball game, and he is still arguing now with the third base umpire as he's ushered to the Crabs dugout.
I still don't know what's going on. Still have no idea if this guy's out or looks like he's going to go back into the box.
All right. Well, the count is 2-2. What that call was, I'm not sure. I guess they called it was not a strike. I don't know.
I told you something weird's going on at home plate tonight with the gravity waves.
The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball foul over by the Crabs dugout. We'll do it again, 2-2.
I haven't seen Robin get I don't know if I've ever seen
Guyver gets the heave-ho.
Robin get ejected before.
All right, buddy. Good to see you. Swing and a miss. Ball is dropped. Catcher's got it. Throw to first to record the out. So Burton down on strikes after all that. Great to see you, Johnny. Thank you, Doc. Saying hi and greeting Johnny Austin and Matt Nutter, two of the fine Crab returnees. Johnny Austin inducted tonight in the Crabs Hall of Fame. Here's Austin Wells. Boy, has he been in trouble. Fastball backs him off the plate. Wells 1 for 3. He has scored a run. He has driven in a run. Bases empty, 1 out. 1 in this inning on the home run by Cobb to make it 8-5 PUF Caps. Fastball away and the count 2-0. So the Crabs in danger of having their 13-game winning streak come to an end at the hand of the PUF Caps. And to their credit, they came back from a 5-0 deficit after 2 innings. Still got a couple of at-bats. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Line drive into right field. That's going to be a base hit. A solid single for Wells. 1 out and a runner on first, and that'll bring up Tanner Carlson. Carlson 1 for 4, a little infield single, a little dribbler in his last at bat. Nobody throwing in the Crabs bullpen. Enger comes to the plate with a fastball for a called strike 1. Wells takes his lead at first, held there by Tatum. The pitch is swung on and missed. Guess he got a little piece of it, tipped it. And the count 0-2. To the count to Carlson. The 0-2 offering. Swing and a miss. Got a piece of it again. Just got a piece of it. And Enriquez unable to hold it. And I think Ramon might have gotten a piece of that on his bare hand. Don Hofacker taking the ball out to the pitcher. And I think that's to give Enriquez a moment to shake that off. Wells at first, 1 out. And the count, no balls and 2 strikes on Tanner Carlson, 1 for 4 on the evening. Enger at the set. Runner goes, the pitch is swung on and missed. The throw to second base is not in time. Fine throw by Enriquez. I mean, it was right on the bag, but a big jump by the speedy Wells, and he beat the throw, give him a stolen base. The strikeout on Carlson. There are now 2 down, and it'll be up to Ryan Holgate. Holgate 1 for 3 on the evening. He had a double, and he's going to try and pick up Austin Wells at second base. Enger looks back at second, comes to the plate, and the fastball is inside 1-0. 8 runs, 12 hits, 1 error for the PUF Caps. 5 runs, 5 hits, and 2 miscues for the Crabs. A look back at second. The pitch taken for a called strike at the knees, and the count is even at 1. One and one to Ryan Holgate. Enger's pitch. Ground ball to the first baseman. He boats it. It gets by him into right field, and that's going to score another run. Moving over to second base. The throw there is not going to be in time. So a 2-base error on a Tatum. And that allows Wells to score to make it a 9-5 ball game. That is 3 runs that the Crabs have given up on 2-out errors in this ball game. You just can't do that and emerge victorious very often. Here is Kyle Velasquez. Tatum has been so outstanding at first base this season, but he couldn't come up with that one, and it cost the Crabs a run. Here's Velasquez, the cleanup hitter, right-handed hitter, swings hard through a fastball, strike 1. Velasquez hit a sharp line drive that Critch made a fine play on and turned it into a double play in Velasquez's last at bat. 0-1 the count and the pitch. Fastball rides high, and its count is even at 1. One and one to Velasquez. Inger at the set. The pitch. Outside, 2-1. Well, we've had a little bit of everything tonight. Some fine fielding plays, long balls, extra base hits. And Robin Guyver got tossed for the first time this season. And I want to tell you, he was hotter than a firecracker on the 14th of July. The 2-1 pitch. Swings through it. It's 2-2. Someone now going down into the Crabs bullpen to warm up, maybe coming in for a 9th inning activity. Enger has pitched since the 4th. The 2-2 to Velasquez. High with a fastball, 3-2. Three and two to Velasquez. Inger looks back at second. Yeah, it takes too long. Time is called. Inger trying to keep the runner at second close. Inger, a long look in now to Enriquez. And the payoff pitch to Velasquez. Ball 4 outside. Velasquez had a notion, able to hold up. And now they're runners at first and second with 2 outs. Jose Gonzalez, 2 for 3 on the evening, and now we may be having a pitching change or at least a conference on the mound. I guess they're not going to change because we just had the right-hander go to the bullpen to start warming up, so he's not ready yet.
Oh, just wait for the 8th inning. Everything's going to be great after the 8th inning.
Hey, you know what? There's 2 halves to an inning. Let's wait till the bottom of the 8th is over. Golly, gosh, what a pessimist.
Oh, everything will be great after the 8th inning.
The Titanic hits an iceberg, and Benjamin goes, "Oh, we're going to sink. We're going to sink." Yeah. What an alarmist. All right. Jose Gonzalez coming up, and boy, he could really put it out of reach with a hit here. He has singled and doubled in 4 trips and has had a couple of good fielding plays made against him. Inger at the set. Jack's pitch. Rides high with a fastball, 1-0. the count now to Gonzalez. The pitch. Down low, it gets away from the catcher, and everybody moves up 90 feet on the wild pitch. So now 2 runners in scoring position and a 2-0 count, a hitter's count for Jose Gonzalez, who has been tough. Left-handed hitter. Inger choosing to work from the windup with the runners at second and third, and the pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball, 2-1. You know what I haven't seen tonight? It's hard to believe with this kind of crowd here, but have they been selling 50-50 tickets? I haven't seen it. Have they? Okay, yeah. All right. I've just been concentrating on the game. I see now there's a bunch of them down there. The 2-1. Just misses outside. 3 balls and a strike, so Inger 1 pitch away from loading him up. Hitters count here for Jose Gonzalez. Inger rocks into the windup and the 3-1 offering. Swing and a miss, a high, hard one. Boy, he was going for the downs. Comes up empty and it's full. Three and 2 to Gonzalez. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. A big strikeout. Gonzalez down on strikes. However, the PUF Caps come up with a pair of runs, and at the end of 7.5, it's the PUF Caps 9 and the Crabs 5. You listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka. Same pitcher. One what? 1,000? $1,179. That's when they came into the park. I've seen 2 women here, very pregnant. It could be 1181 by the time the game ends.
Oh, no, I was talking about the 50-50.
PUF Caps pitcher Cody Jensen has been outstanding. Has shut the Crabs down since coming into the ball game in the. Did he come into the 4th or 5th inning, Benjamin?
He came
Jensen.
in the 4th.
4th inning, so he's been terrific.
He came in with 2 outs in the 4th. He finished the 4th.
Okay. First pitch is a ball to Jackson Critch. Jackson looking for his first hit of the evening. Trying to get something going. The Crabs down by 4. They got 6 outs to get them back. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Critch will be followed by Ramon Enriquez and Shaggy Cantu. One and 1 to the Crabs' second sacker. Critch swings through a fastball. It's 1-2. 1-2 the count now to Critch. The pitch. High with a fastball, count even. Infield, of course, back all the way around. Jensen's 2-2 pitch. Ooh, it almost hit him. And the count goes full. The one thing that Jensen has not done is provided a lot of bases on balls. He's walked a few, walked a couple. 1. He's only walked 1. There's a ground ball to the third baseman. He boots it. So that'll be an error on Tanner Carlson. And the Crabs have the leadoff batter aboard here in the bottom of the 8th. E5 on your scorecard, and that'll bring up Ramon Enriquez.
5 errors in the game now tonight between the 2 teams.
Last night we had an errorless ball game.
That's right.
That was in honor of Liam, who said he'd never seen.
He's been waiting for one.
Yeah, he'd been to games for 43 years and never seen an errorless game. All right, here's Ramon Enriquez. Ramon 0 for 2. The pitch to him, called ball, just misses somewhere. I don't know where.
Who knows?
Cody Jensen from the stretch. The 1-0 pitch. Ground ball to second. This is tailor-made for 2. He shuffles to short for 1. The relay to first, and quicker than you can say Jackie Robinson, there's 2 down.
Oh, just wait for the 8th inning.
Still 1 more out. Never give up hope. Here's Shaggy Cantu.
I'm going to see how the Giants are doing.
Shaggy 0 for 1 officially. He's also walked a couple of times, and he scored a run. And he takes a pitch right down the heart of the plate for a called strike 1.
Oh, the Giants are losing 2 now.
Oh, no. What now?
4-3
Yes.
in the 8th.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Big cut. And Jensen ahead now. No balls and 2 strikes. Looking to retire the Crabs in order for the 3rd consecutive inning. Well, I guess it's not in order when you have a double play. There's a ground ball to second base. He's got it, throws to first, and the Crabs are gone in the 8th inning. And at the end of 8, the score remains the PUF Caps 9 and the Crabs 5. You listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcata, Eureka. I don't recall a game like this. Where it looked like we were just going to roll again.
And all of a sudden, we just fell apart. Wow.
New pitcher. 1-5, I think. Benjamin.
Brothers.
Who is it? Okay.
5 seconds.
Kenton Carruthers out to the mound for the Crabs in the 9th inning. Carruthers, the 3rd pitcher employed by the Crabs this evening. Jared Milch started, went 3 2/3, then Jack Inger pitched through the 8th. 9-5 in favor of the PUF Caps. 3 of those runs unearned. Was that it? 3? Benjamin's going to check that out.
Yeah, 3 of them are unearned.
9 runs, 12 hits, a dozen hits for the PUF Caps. The Crabs, 5 runs, 5 hits. Crabs have committed 3 errors. The PUF Caps 2. I'm checking the Crabs. Cody Jensen, as I look at my scorecard, since coming on with 2 outs in the 4th inning, with 1 out in the 4th inning, Cody Jensen has not allowed a base hit.
No, he hasn't. No, you're quite correct.
All right, here we go. Top of the 9th inning.
He's only really given up 1 walk. He's given up a walk, and there was an error, and that's it.
Yeah, been fantastic. Here's Brandon Dieter. Dieter hit a sacrifice fly. Otherwise, he is 0 for 3. Kenton Carruthers, big right-hander. The first pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0.
Oh, well.
The 1-0 pitch. Hot shot off the shortstop's glove into center field, and I think that's going to be an error.
That's his 3rd one tonight.
Oh, my goodness, the 3rd error for Shaggy Cantu. That's tough. So the leadoff batter aboard here in the 9th inning for the Puff Caps, and that'll bring up Tyler Casagrande. Casagrande 1 for 4 on the evening. And he has driven in a run. He has scored a run. Left-handed hitter. Kenton Carruthers back foot on the rubber. Tatum holding Dieter at first. That ball bounces on the plate to the backstop. Another wild pitch. Boy, we've had a lot of wild pitches tonight, too. So that sends Dieter into scoring position now with nobody out. Crabs infield back in this situation, but should Casagrande move the runner to third, they'll have to come in. The 1-0 pitch. Fouled off to the left and out of play. $1,305 folks on hand for tonight's ball game, and they're going to stick around after the game for a fireworks display. That pitch is taken right down the heart of the plate. It's 1-2 now to Casagrande. Carruthers at the set. The 1-2. Fly ball into right field and deep. The right fielder going back to the warning track to the wall. He reaches up and it is out of here. A home run for Tyler Casagrande. And it is now an 11-5 ball game. The second shot over the right field wall this evening for the Puff Caps. Well, last year, you recall, the Crabs won the opener 14-6 and lost the next two. They're certainly on the precipice here, trailing now by 6 runs with only one more at bat, and it looks like that Baker's dozen win streak of 13 games is going to come to an end. And of all nights, the night when all the old Crabs are back to witness this 2018 edition of the Crabs, who've done very well, but not their night tonight. Fastball away, 1 ball and no strikes to Jackson Cobb. Cobb homered his last at bat. The 1-0 pitch is waved down and missed. Nobody on, nobody out. 2 runs in here in the 9th for the Puff Caps to make it an 11-5 ball game. They've out-hit the Crabs 13-5 and outscored them 11-5. The next pitch is a breaking ball that stays in the strike zone. 1-2, high strike. One and two to Jackson Cobb. Misses with an off-speed pitch, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Got him to chase, strike 3. Down on strikes is Cobb, 1 away. And that'll bring up Grant Burton. No, we got a pinch hitter, number 1. That'll be James Gamble. Gamble pinch hitting for Burton here in the 9th. And he shows bunt and takes the pitch high and inside, 1-0. Bases empty, 2 gone. The next pitch, again, he shows bunt, and that pitch is wild. It's 2-0. One out. What did I say, 2? 1 out. The next pitch is swung on and tapped foul. 2-1.
This is not Burton, then this is
James Gamble.
Gamble.
Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. He made that outstanding catch in last night's ball game in center field. You'll recall the running catch that
That's right.
robbed McCarthy Tatum, as I recall. Swing and a miss. Second consecutive strikeout by Kenton Carruthers, 2 down, and we go to the top of the order, and Austin Wells, who's been nothing but trouble.
Number 8, Austin Wells.
Been on base 3 times. A walk, or excuse me, 2 singles and a triple.
And 2 stolen bases.
2 stolen bases. Driven in a run. Scored a couple. Leadoff hitter has been everything they'd want. That pitch goes to the backstop, 1-0. 4 of the 11 runs that have been plated by the PUF Caps have been the result of errors. Swing and a miss. So the Crabs perfect last night. No errors tonight. 4 big miscues. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball in there for a called strike 2. And the 1-2 pitch. Got him looking.
Got him.
So Carruthers strikes out the side. However, the PUF Caps get 2 runs on 1 hit. There was an error and nobody left. And at the end now of 8.5, it's the PUF Caps 11 and the Crabs 5. You listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka. All right, Crabs down by 6 runs as we go into the home half of the 9th inning. Otis Statham to lead it off. Otis has walked and scored, grounded out 3rd to 1st and 2nd to 1st, so Otis 0 for 2 officially in the ball game. The pitch. High with a fastball, 1-0. Cody Jensen has been outstanding in relief. He stands to win this game unless the Crabs can come up with at least 6 runs here in the bottom of the 9th. 2-0 to Otis Statham. That's right down the heart of the plate, 2-1. After Statham, we go to the top of the order and Kellen Strong. The 2-1 pitch. Strike 2 called, outside corner, just above the belt. 2-2 to Statham. The 2-2 offering. Strike 3 called.
All right, Don.
Statham caught looking, 1 down.
He's just so creative with the strike zone. I just never. He's just so creative with it. Like you just really have no idea. It's like jazz.
Here's Kellen Straw. And the fastball is inside, 1-0. The next pitch. Fouled out of play, and the count even at 1-1. Cody Jensen, 6'3" right-hander on his way to Stanford, has been on tonight. 2 balls and a strike to Kellen Strom. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a hard high one. A high hard one. 2-2. The 2-2 misses outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch, grounded to the shortstop. He's up with it. The throw to first base in time to retire Strom. And the Crabs down to their final out now as Bronson Grubbs comes to the plate. Bronson a single and a double in 4 trips. He drove across 2 of the 5 runs that the Crabs have plated. All of them came in the first 2 innings. It's been goose egg since then, provided by Cody Jensen. The pitch. Fastball taken for a called strike 1. Jensen's 0-1. Just misses wide. 1-1. The 1-1. Way outside to the backstop. 2 balls and a strike. Jensen's 2-1 pitch. High pop up behind us. It's 2-2. Series finale, the rubber game, tomorrow afternoon at 12:30. Day baseball, we love it. Kids can run the bases after the game and high five or low five the Crabs between third and home. The 2-2 pitch. That bounces at the plate, 3-2. Famous chant of dirt ball from the Crabs faithful. Well, we honored a lot of former Crabs and Hall of Fame inductees and returnees. It's the fans, too, that are important. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Grubbs down on strikes, and that's the ball game as the PUF Caps win it by a score of 11-5. Benjamin, your final thoughts on the action?
Yeah, well, I'm just going to give the line score because I don't have anything to say other than that. For the Capitalists, 11 runs on 13 hits, 2 errors. For the Crabs, 5 runs, 5 hits, and 4 errors. The Crabs fall to 26-7, I believe, on the season. The loss goes to Jared Milch. He's 3-2 now on the season, and the win goes to Willie Weiss. These 2 teams will meet again tomorrow afternoon at 12:30 for the rubber game of the 3-game series. Till then, Benjamin Schaefer, along with my friend Hulk Holcomb. This has been a pleasure bringing you the ball game tonight as the Crabs fall to the Capitalists 11-5. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
Hey everyone, if you're watching the stream, the fireworks show will be coming up shortly. Stay tuned.
With about a minute left and the lights going out, just keep that in mind. Crabs would like to offer a very warm thank you to all the alumni, Hall of Famers, Crabs player parents for making this game extra special. And a special shout out to Crabs board member Vicky Rossi for organizing all of that. Thank you, Vicky. Famous Stagnant game. Thanks, y'all. Baseball fans, are you ready for some fireworks? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Thank you, David Quinn, for all of your hard work. Folks, look for the lights in the ballpark stack and make your way slowly out of the ballpark. Thanks for coming in for fireworks night tonight. Come on back tomorrow for tie-dye Sunday. Kids are on the bases. Game at 12:30. Gates open at 11:30.